Hello my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you all and I welcome you all to this broadcast. To this very important news and very urgent and breaking news. But before that, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate and also to pray for all my fans out there. Those ones who love what I'm doing. I bless you all in this new week, that whatever you have never prayed for will locate you. I mean blessings, the good ones, not the bad ones. And I also want to use this very opportunity to emphasize on one particular issue that have been bothering me, or that have been giving me a sleepless night. What is that news supposed to be? Those ones who always come to my comment section to say one thing or the other, I just want to correct these impressions that you viewed my content, you don't like it, does not give you the room to insult me or whatever that I posted. You always want the news to carry the headlines. Okay, look at the two news I posted today. I give that news the main content of that news. It have only 22 views. You will not view it unless when you see a controversial news, when a controversial headline or title, then when you go inside and see another different thing, all of you will be that is how you'll be trumping into my comment section for abuses. That is the problem with Nigerians, and that is the problem with the youths. When you see somebody telling you the truth, you will not accept it, but rather you prefer that lie that abuses will go with it. That is the simple truth. Give a better news with the same title of the content of that news, nobody will view it, nobody will watch it, nobody even want to know exactly what it contains. But bring anything, anyhow news, post it with a very caption and a title, you will see millions of people viewing that content. And at the end you will say that your headlines is different from the content. Tell me if they have ever posted any good news now and titled it Virgin Maria is on the way coming, or Virgin Maria tell me to tell you this. You will find out that video or that very content will have a less view. Yet, when that person give a headline different from what is inside the news, you people will still complain. It is not you people's fault. It is my own fault that is giving the news. Of course. The two good news are given with a very good advice concerning what is happening in Biafra land, concerning what we need to know. So simply because I did not give the title a controversial name, that is why the video remains like that. For how many? Close to 10 hours now, that video has remained only 25 views, close to 10 hours. But if I've given that video a controversial title, by now that video would have been at least Ambarashi also at least 2,000 to 3,000 views with abuses that accompanied it. Or I forgot what to hear just like this our brother. It also. So give him an watch on Yoma. That is the simple truth. Or watch on Yoma and or watch on Ejoku. And then that one head and one to Ejoku, Ndibo and then Nigeria. They like controversial things. And that is why they keep having controversial leaderships that can never produce anything, that can never deliver Nigerians from where we find ourselves. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Look at every nooks and crannies of the country is in a total mess. Burning, no fuel, no cash. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, 17th of 2021. He said, a day shall come when you will look for your cash. I mean, your own sweat in the bank. You will not see it. You even very difficult for you to access your cash. It is happening right today. I believe wherever he is now at the DSS, he'll be very happy. Like I told my people, look at what is going to happen, and they see him as but now that prophecy of how many years ago, 2021 today, at least 3 years or 2 years and they going to 3 years, is manifested already. It even take time. Ndị bae when na chin yoma and when na choka wa eziokwu onye ọ na-achọrọ fastly onye ọ na-achọrọ nke ọrụ ya wikwu agba n'ozugbo. And that is why most of all the churches now are using our heads. Let me not say their heads. they are using our heads. Because he get a church, pastor ya bịa na-agwa nke eziokwu sị gị emena ihe dị ụta na ihe ụta adịghị mma, my brother, you lose your members. But you go to a church whereby they will tell you now, I see you, that is nnafu ka ị na-agba G-Wagon in the next 2 months, my brother, that church, give that church 5 good months, the pastor will be flying a private jet. Yes, and that's what Nigeria wants. Controversial things, lies upon lies. Tell me, the pastor that is telling you that going to buy G-Wagon in 2 or 3 months time, maybe that person that they are professing this himself don't even have a handwork. Where do you see work in Nigeria? And they're claiming it, shouting amen, amen, amen. My brother, Ori Nago, that is Ori, or Nagori the Gnanya. Sometimes there's some prophecy where they will give to you. My brother, check that prophecy well, check yourself well. You know that, my dear, they are lying to you. Anybody coming to tell you now there's a miracle money, there's no any miracle money anywhere. Go where you go with Zogu. Or let him in the Zuri or on internet. After they brought Amma. Manifo in our Zogu. Only our world, that is only our world, the worst enemy. Abuse is left, right, and center. Didn't even watch on your man. That is the title of this message. So, my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, even the one that abused me, I pray for you people that you may realize that the person that you are abusing can also abuse you back. But for the sake of humanity, I love to take it that way. Of course, that you don't like what my video or you don't like my content does not mean people don't appreciate it. Yes, it does not mean that people do not appreciate it. Any content I posted on YouTube have one wisdom to attached to it that you are going to learn from it. That is why we keep making mistakes here and there. So we are going into the news of this very, very afternoon. So sorry if I have talking too much. I'm taking much of your time trying to correct some impressions. IPOB M branch, they don't raise alarm over a plot by some agendists to buy the presidential candidate of the PDP, and after doing that, they will blame it on the IPOB. So the secret, this is the breaking news, and that secret have been made open. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Sunday alleged that its intelligence unit, M branch, has uncovered a plot to assassinate PDP, to buy a PDP presidential candidate, according to the news. This one is coming from nigerianews.com, or you can also find it on biafraienews.com or the Daily Post and also Daily Trust as well. So you can as well visit all these websites to get the news if you want to read it, and that is what I am bringing to your table. As you cannot read, because most of us have problem in reading, that is why I convert it into video to let us know what is happening, so that you may not say that I don't formulate news. I get it from the right source and I put it into broadcast for people who are working, who have no time to read. At least with your earphone or your AirPod, you can be listening to the news while you are doing your normal business on daily basis. So that is why I choose it upon myself to be doing this to the people. There's a lot of people that can watch YouTube from morning till night. The problem we have in Nigerians is that they will have listeners more than readers. So people run from reading books this time around. So we have to convert it into video and plug it to your table. I suppose to be appreciated, but instead what I got is abuses from left, right, and center. Because now a more powerful spokesperson alleged that Atiku's assassination, Atiku supplying, make I use this word so that it will not look like I am trying to cause a chaos, that Atiku supplying will be blamed on the followers of P2B and the Labour Party presidential candidate. In view of the state-sponsored insecurity ravaging Nigeria, we, the global movement and the family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the command and leadership of our great liberator, Mazin Namdi Ukuchukwu Kano, wish to alert the public on the intelligence report at our disposal of plans to attack Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in the southeast and blame it on IPOB and ESN, or the presidential candidate Peter Obi's supporters, the Obedient Group. IPOB Intelligence Unit, the M branch, uncovered a plan by some unscrupulous politicians to cause crisis in the country against IPOB and Igbo all over the country. This group is planning to buy Atiku Abubakar in the southeastern part of Nigeria and claim it is done by a non-government, ESN, IPOB, or the Obedient Group. But this news, I must be honest with you, it's more powerful. It can never happen. Atiku is too big for that. Atiku is not a rat. They tried it on a common on Hakim that have led government for a very long time. Then you want to try to do it on a multi-millionaire, or it's not a millionaire, say a multi-billionaire who have companies here and there with a very strong security forces. Do you know how many security forces this man will move with him? Anyway, for security for record purposes, we need to put it. This spying attack will lead to the revolt against Igbo nationwide. It will also lead to the riots against Igbos in the northern and western regions of Nigeria. Igbo will be massacred mercilessly and their properties will be destroyed. Even the supporters of Peter Obi will not be spared in these areas. We are drawing the attention of Biafrans around Nigeria to be very careful and cautious of this evil plot, primarily targeted at Peter Obi and IPOB. Their plans are to turn other ethnic groups in Nigeria against Igbo and possibly towards the proposed selection process called 2023 General Election. The agendas are jittery of losing the election or Nigeria break up against their political and economic gains. Igbo in Lagos and many major cities in Nigeria should be on alert. Plans to attack them have been perfected, and it may consume a lot of people and many properties may be destroyed. The hatchet plan will be done in such a way that the international community will blame Igbo for the crisis. That is what they have been waiting for, and we are looking forward for their blames. We advise every Igbo person to stay alert and take all precautionary measures to defend and protect himself and herself. The plan of these agendas is to create confusion and pandemonium in every part of the country to scuffle the upcoming general elections. We are warning the genocidists to stay off because their evil agenda will bounce back and destroy them. We will soon mention the names of those involved in this decidedly genocidal plan in the next publication. If they don't retract their plans, our intelligence through the M branch is fighting tooth and nail to uncover their next move. Many top politicians are involved in this agenda to cut crisis in Nigeria and also in the southeastern region. Who can say a word and they come to pass if Chukwu Abiyama has not said so? Chukwu Abiyama will frustrate all the agenda to investigate to instigate another genocide against Igbos in Nigeria. Biafra was a country before Nigeria was created by their maker, Flora Shaw, and her boyfriend. The sun shall rise again and not set until Biafra is restored, irrespective of plans to abort God's divine mandate. Get the point now? In other words, Ebonyi State government and insecurity militia Ebubago, collaborating with the Nigerian security, jointly attacked the Apoga governorship candidate, Professor Bernard Odo in Ebonyi State, and the executive governor, Dave Umahi, must watch the crooked and evil activity of the Ebubago attacking and buying political opponents of APC party in the region. We advise them to stop this job or we will come for them. Dave Umahi must stop them act. We are aware that the Ebubago security militia has by numerous politicians in Ebonyi and Imo State. The attack must be linked to the government of Ebonyi State. Comrade Ima Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary, na him bring on this news for today. So anywhere where you dey, make you know say nwanne agwụ nọ n'akịrịka. Gịnị mere ụwa achọghị ihe ọma? Biafrans have vainly paid with their ingenuity, subjected to shame in the quest to get Nigeria working again. Biafrans have vainly paid with their life and other things to make sure that this country is working, but still yet they are not being recognized. They are being the most marginalized when it comes to this country called Nigeria. The Biafran people are one of the three most populous ethnic groups in Nigeria, without doubt. Biafrans are adjunct one of the most technically inclined race on earth. This is a fact established beyond argument, accurately demonstrated through all the 30 months of bloody genocide war that could have wiped off the entire race. But we say, we are not going anywhere, because Chukwu Okeabiama is there for us. As Biafran fought for survival in a war of essential threat orchestrated by Britain, they were cut off by the rest of the world. The inventive and the innovative talent in them was put on display through creative constructions of monumental proportion, such as Uli Airport, including its report in record time as it came under heavy bombardment multiple times, and the ingenuity of Biafran engineers stretched under the most challenging conditions. Biafra are the most business-adapt tribe in Nigeria or possibly in Africa. They are renowned for taking the lead in entrepreneurial endeavors. So, this one I want to break my head. They saying a Biafra can turn a desert into a gold mine. Of course, not true now. Anywhere you go, you don't see any but one name, make it just confirm your ticket, make it a go. Kia. Is an effort at explaining how productive Biafrans are. You must acknowledge that the Biafran people are indeed unique and positively progressive, different from other ethnic groups in Nigeria with a predisposed commitment towards commerce and entrepreneurship. That's what the thing take come. This is because Biafran appear to have a higher tendency for taking the kind of risk that businesses and entrepreneurial endeavors present at all angles and at all ramifications. So, aside God, excellence is the next thing Biafrans worship. This behavior is common in every field trip they make, whether it is commercial trade or academia. They exhibit great accomplishments in Nigeria or diaspora that cannot be attributed to chance. This serves as main reason why anthropologists, after numerous investigations, conclude that Biafrans are culturally goal-oriented, individualists, and flexible people. The Biafran people, they live and their motto is live and let live. One Ibiri Mebiri mindset is wholly responsible for the developmental stride invested across Nigeria, to the detriment of their own region and in total lack of appreciation from the guys' fellow citizens. It is common to find fellow countrymen touching the business owned by Biafrans and taking the lives of Biafrans in some scenarios for no reason other than for being able to set a goal, accomplish it, and being successful. There have been several spontaneous crises in the northern hemisphere of Nigeria, leading to the loss of many Biafran lives before the war. And after the over 3.5 million deaths in the genocide war, religion has continued to be used as a guise to spill Biafran blood. Sometimes it is caused by something as negligible as a joke or comedy about Prophet Muhammad, which they will take it up on you. What the founder and leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is going through in the hands of the federal government of Nigeria is the last straw that broke the camel's back in their series of shameful treatments meted out to Biafrans. And this bears for the question, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Oduduwa or Arewa and the court gave order that he should be released and compensated, would the Nigerian government still have ignored as in Kano's case? Same question goes for the docile silence of Nigerian politicians of Biafran origin who have failed to come out en masse to condemn the disobedience to an order from the courts of competent jurisdiction. What is clear is that by such treatments, Biafran's Nigerian worsened existential condition has grown irredeemable. You get it? Hashtag Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag Biafra referendum, and hashtag we are going home, according to the news. Bashar Ahmed under fire after praying for Tinubu with the photo of Peter Obi. President Muhammadu Buhari's special assistant on digital communications, Bashar Ahmed, had drawn the ire of supporters of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, after using a recent photo of the Labour Party candidate on social media. Popularly known as Obedience, the supporters of the former Anambra State Governor slammed Ahmed after he took to his verified Twitter handle to share a photo of Peter Obi praying the Islamic way during his campaign tour in Sokoto State. The presidential aide has shared photos of Peter Obi at the palace of the Sultan of Sokoto praying the Islamic way with his running mate, Dati Baba Ahmed, and some members of the party chieftains. Sharing photos with the Labour Party, sharing photos of the Labour Party candidate, Ahmed wrote, "May Almighty Allah accept your prayers to give us Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our next president. Peter, amen." According to him. Okay, after you pray finish, say Peter, amen. Okay, now Peter will be the person to assume the office. Indirectly, you think you are mocking Peter Obi, but indirectly you are promoting him and making him more popular by using your verified account. Once you have a verified account in a micro-blogging site, which is Twitter, whatever you post goes viral. Even people who do not know him will know him. So thank you for the advertisement, which we did not pay you to advertise. May the Almighty Allah bless you more so that you will continue advertising presidential candidate of the Labour Party. May Almighty Allah accept your prayers to give us Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our next president. Peter say amen. I be Peter, amen. I don't even know what it means. But let us take the reactions because people must surely react. So you have to give me a little bit of your time as we take the reactions from that same micro-blogging site called Twitter. Then Quincy wrote, "People don't really understand. Bashar is the first person that prophesied about Peter Obi's massive acceptance in the north. And he has tweeted that Peter Obi is not a religious bigot. Bro, keep marketing our principal and Labour Party to the northern Nigeria. We appreciate you." You get it? Thank you for the free advert. I'm sure you want all your followers to vote Labour Party. Labour Party logo is very bold on the Babariga. Thanks for your support and advert. Now so they take right amo. Emmanuel, come right. Emmanuel Nana can reply him, "If not for corruption and bad government, where on earth can you see Peter Obi and talk to him?" Of course, this one that is warming his mouth every now and then, can he even stand in front of a Peter Obi's son or daughter to make all this nonsense? Because of bad government, they bring you into Asrock and you are there making a hell of noise, talking to your elders. No single respect. Can you talk to your father like that? This were you in 2015. Now you have started eating corruption money and feel you can now talk to someone whom have been a chairman of a bank at your age. We don't blame you, rather we blame bad government. That is how this one take Putin's own. No. Amarachi wrote, "You are praying to your Allah using another man's photo. Now listen for the facts. You present Peter Obi photo and you mention his name as you conclude your prayers. This your prayer will favor Peter Obi. God will come through for him. Watch and see. Hear him." That's exactly what I said even before I started reading this reaction. Indirectly, you have already prayed for Peter Obi and amen to your prayers. Jerry N. wrote, "Peter Obi has been investing in the north before you were born. How old is your father? What is your father's name? That is what this one write to Jerry. This one, you the para. Thank you for publishing the name of Obidati and Labour Party logo. To the Northerners, at least, they have already known where to vote on the days of the election if they are not informed. I like the way you use Wayo to campaign for P2B and show Labour Party logo to your followers. You are doing well, but don't let APC catch you for anti-party activities. Now, this one, na Moon, they write this one, I be waiting in calling them. Emeka can reply, you say, he has been suspended at his ward level for anti-party. And not true? Did you mean this one? According to him, we don't know. But na them go still talk because the news of this will surely showcase later. So even a spiritual, you are not sound. Prayer is a personal communication with God. You can't project your assumptions to an individual praying. We understand you. You didn't see this coming. You thought he will abuse fellow Nigerians who are Muslims, Abi. Nah, we are for Peter Obi. Lady Gaga wrote, Almighty Allah alone knows his prayers and her desires. And I agree with him, praying, asking God to grant him his prayers and desires. Making mockery of any man, indirect communication with God is indirectly assuming the place of God. This is between God, you and Kama. So be it, according to Lady Gaga. So that is where the reactions of people concerning this Bashar Mohammed, that is where it ends. So the last year but not the least, court don't rule on that case where EFCC broke into our brother's house where his name be Rochas Okoroncha, according to them. So let us see what happens and how court have ruled the case, whether to his favor or against him. The Federal High Court FCT Division has dismissed the 2.9 billion naira fraud charge preferred against former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. You don't settle now, we know. So there's no point. Ruling on Monday, Justice Inyang Egwo struck out the ESCC suit for being in contravention of the Section 1053 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, which gives the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation the power to recall any case, according to Justice Inyang Egwo. The judge stated that the AGF and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, in a letter dated September 12 of 2022 to the anti-graft agency to forward the case file and the EFCC's comment on the issues for consideration and review was binding on the commission. So Eko said all that the law required of the respondent, that's the EFCC, was the respondent and be respondent when directed by the HAGF pursuant to any enactment. It is completely and not as if it is under the law or exempted thereby. So as you hear them, for the avoidance of doubt, the office of the HAGF is founded on the provisions of the Constitution and is thereby preserved, according to Justice Inyang Egwo. The controversies and drama surrounding this trial proceeding is needless, and it is time to stop it because he have settled long ago. So what do you expect? Speaking further, the judge held that from the moment the AGF gave the directive to the EFCC, the commission ceased to have the legal authority to prosecute or continue the prosecution of the case. Malami have been settled. Chai, Nigeria. In other words, the intervention of the HAGF in any criminal proceedings ends the authority of the prosecuting agency in the matter unless otherwise directed by the HAGF. In the end, I find that non-compliance by the respondent with the directive of the HAGF as stated in SB Okorocha 7 is fatal to this proceedings and has rendered it a nullity. The respondent is not empowered by any law to continue these proceedings after the Attorney General of the Federation issued the directive in SB Okorocha 7. With SB Okorocha 7, it is only the HAGF that can decide whether or not to charge the defendant upon the case file being remitted to his office as directed. He said, out of that 2.9 billion, have given him 1 billion and hold 1.9. Now chop I chop they now. They know themselves and they don't know how to settle themselves. Besides, the judge agreed with the defendant that the earlier judgment of a court of coordinate jurisdiction sitting in Port Harcourt in suit number FSC-PH/FHR 165 between Mr. Okorocha and EFCC returning the agency from the further proceedings on the alleged offence had not been set aside. The judge, who said Mr. Okorocha and the fifth defendants Consolid Project Consulting Limited objectively succeeded on merit, struck out all charges according to Justice Yang Ekwo. He declared, I therefore make an order striking out the charge which found this proceeding. The consequence is that the defendants are hereby discharged. But I never see acquitted. I see only discharged. So my good people, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, the one who love what I'm doing, even those ones who keep on accusing me that my voice they can cower. my brother, I tire for my people. So if people can hear what Governor Nyesom Wike is speaking, then what happens to my voice? My voice is even a virgin. Still yet, people must surely complain. I'm not the one that bring frustration in Nigeria now. So why must you people come and release your anger on me? I beg, if you want to release your anger, go and meet the president of the nation, or the CBN governor, or the minister of petroleum, which is Temi Presleva of Bayelsa State. Now those ones you could vent your anger on, not an ordinary Okute daily talk, which I have nothing to do with the government of the day, or I don't even hold any appointed office in the Federal Capital Territory or even in my locality. So why the anger? So please, my people, if you are commenting, please be matured in your comment. Go and get your PVC because you must vote coming February 25th if the election will hold, though, because with the insecurity we are having, I doubt if this election will hold. So my dear people, make on get on a PVC. It is time to vote. Vote that right person you want to lead this country out of where we find ourselves. If you not believe in the country, then that means rest on your house on 25th, so that you don't go there and be hit by a stray bullet when they are fighting, because I know they must surely fight. That is Nigeria for you. So my dear people, this is where I go carry my kaya. I don't drop the news. That carry me come on. If you like, you view. If you don't like, make no view. But I have passed my message, which have been directed to me by the gods of our land, that I must surely do this news to let people know the plans of the evil ones concerning the Biafra, concerning the presidential candidate of the PDP, and concerning how the Igbos, particularly the Biafrans, have been sacrificing everything they need, everything they have, to make sure that this country is working for good. But at the end of the day, what we got from them is marginalization of different kind, calling us all sorts of names. Ikute, according to my brother Azari Dokubo, say Ikute. Say na God, na make am be German and so the thing be na God, na make us to be Biafrans and the Igbos. So we are kind in nature, and we are generous in all ramifications. So in case you don't know, just hear it now from the horse's mouth. So please, and please, as I said again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do that anytime soon. If this is your first time of hearing my voice and you are wondering who is this, is Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about Nigeria, about the things of life, and about this election coming. And we don't make paint walls, and we don't fear anybody to give our news. We only hit the nail on the head. So that is what I have for my people today. I am signing out. Bye for now, my people. Okay, Messiano. I will see you again in my next video.